What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another video on high altitude investing. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about Bitcoin and really where the prices are going to go from here. You guys, Bitcoin is a beautiful project and the very first cryptocurrency that was ever created. Bitcoin has established the networks that we see today across the board with all the different blockchains, and this is really why I do so much analysis on Bitcoin and why I'm very focused on Bitcoin price action. Bitcoin is the leader. I also use the term the mothership. And so it really leads the market and shows where everything else is going to go in the big picture. So without further ado, make sure that you're a subscriber to my channel and hit the like button and share this video with your friends so that we can get to the 100,000 subscriber goal. Let's get straight into it. So I'm really going to be looking at Bitcoin in the big picture today, because the big picture is all I really care about when it comes to Bitcoin. Short-term price action, if there's a big dip day, that really just means buying opportunity. As far as what happened recently, though, we did have actually a break of major resistance, and we're pushing up through that resistance right now, which is really confirming the bull market that we've been talking about for a long time, that I've been talking about for a long time on this channel. And with that, we actually broke a descending resistance line. You guys can see this black line that I have drawn right here. In the same way that we broke this descending resistance level right here and pushed all the way up to major resistance, or how we broke this descending resistance level right here and was able to push up through every single resistance, even to a new all-time high. What we saw recently with Bitcoin is a break of that descending resistance level. Currently, prices are about 10,700 per Bitcoin. With Bitcoin breaking out of major resistance, some of the alts did go ahead and bleed in this period of time. That's to be expected. When something takes the spotlight in the market, you can expect people to panic sell whatever they were holding, to FOMO into something else. And that's really what we're seeing with Bitcoin right here. That doesn't mean the altcoin season necessarily has to be over, you guys. That just means that at that break of resistance, we saw alts bleed because people are panic selling them into Bitcoin. So it's really cool to see that resistance level broken. You guys, Bitcoin is definitely one that, like I said, carries the market. So as Bitcoin breaks up through these resistance levels and as it shows the path for the altcoins, we can expect the altcoins to follow behind it. And so what I'm watching for with Bitcoin here in the bigger picture is a break of 14,000 and a break of 20,000. Those are the horizontal resistance levels that we formed in the bear market. So that's the $20,000 horizontal resistance level. And this is the $14,000 horizontal resistance level. And as you guys can see, we're actually not that far from the $14,000 resistance level, especially if you're zoomed clear out here and you're looking at the big picture of what's going on. And so that $14,000 resistance level is a key area of significance. If we break above that level, it's just going to be crazy, you guys. You can expect a lot of parabolic movement in these markets. You can expect stuff just going straight up, people just FOMOing into everything. And with that being said, you guys, there's a lot of money to be made in these markets. There's a ton of projects, a ton of coins. I mean, as you guys can see on coinmarketcap.com, every single day, we have new projects popping up. We have development in the space. We have new groups. We have Discord groups being created. Oh, altcoins are actually starting to pick back up as we speak, which is really cool. When I first woke up, they were bleeding a little bit because of the Bitcoin breakout, and there's still that are bleeding. There's still a few that are bleeding here on coinmarketcap.com. But that's what I'm talking about with Bitcoin being the leader. Bitcoin can break out, and then all of these alts can bleed right off the bat because people want to make a bunch of money on the short term. So they FOMO, they sell all their altcoins into Bitcoin, and then bam, altcoins start picking up along with it because they're just following Bitcoin in the big picture anyways. So there are new projects being created every single day. There's so much opportunity to be made in the space right now. And, just remember, you guys, that every single day there's a project that you can be making money on. Like every single day, there's somewhere to be putting your capital to produce value. And there's a lot of different projects that I'm invested in currently, that my group is invested in. And generally, we focus on the bigger picture, but that doesn't necessarily mean the opportunity isn't there. And so as I see these opportunities, I share them with you guys. I don't take a lot of short-term positions, but I'm just speaking that opportunity is produced every single day inside of these markets. And to keep that perspective is really valuable so that you guys continually profit and so that you can really pull maximum profits out of this market. With that being said, though, I want you to remember that the big picture is the most important part. And stressing yourself with lots of little short-term swings or over trading or taking too many positions can be dangerous. Long-term investing is definitely the smartest way to play the cryptocurrency markets, the most effective, the least amount of work, the least amount of thought, and you actually get some of the highest profit potential, the highest percentage gain anyways. So that's kind of what I'm doing. But either way, you guys, you can be long-term investing every day, meaning that if you see a coin that's dropped 20% and you're already invested in that coin and you have a little dollar or you have a little Bitcoin, you can be buying that coin, you can be buying the dip as a long-term investment inside of that market. So that's what I mean by opportunity. There's always something to be looking at here. There's always something that can provide opportunity for you to be profiting, and keeping that mindset is really useful. For example, Kyber Network is down 6% today. Kyber Network was actually doing really well a few weeks ago, and now we're starting to see a sell-off inside of Kyber Network. This sell-off is likely to produce a buying event. And so buying these dips can be very, very valuable. And if you're still investing, you can keep your investment in the project, but when you see the dip occur, you can actually buy that. And so keeping a little bit of US dollar tether in your account or even US dollar in your bank account for purchasing these coins is really, really smart. Going 100% into the market can be dangerous. Having 10%, 20% in the dollar at all times can be really, really smart so that you guys can buy these dips and buy these opportunities. But really, you guys, my big picture trend on Bitcoin has not changed. My Fibonacci extension has not changed. I fully expect us to be breaking all-time highs. We break 20K, that's going to take us to 30. We get to 30, it wouldn't surprise me if we go to 50. We get to 50, it wouldn't surprise me if we go to 100. It's just going to keep pushing up. And with that price action that we're going to see, nobody's going to know exactly where the top of the market is. Nobody's going to know the exact price that the entire market is going to turn around. And so when you're seeing all of the mania, and especially as we break all-time highs, the best thing to be doing is scaling in and out of positions so that you're not getting out 100% at a single price, because it could keep pushing higher, it could stop right there, and scaling out is the best way to reduce that risk in the big picture so that you're still catching the big picture breakouts, you're still taking profit after the all-time high is broken, but you're really not exposing too much risk because, like I said, 100% in or 100% out is risky. And risk management means that you're actually playing the market in a way that you reduce your risk and maximize your gains. And so Bitcoin is definitely very bullish in the big picture, you guys. Huge shout out to everybody that has been joining the VIP throughout the sell. Really awesome to see you guys in the group. Expect a bunch of signals as these markets are breaking out and as this opportunity is being made. Like I said, especially with some of these altcoins like Kyber pulling back a little bit, there's going to be a lot of buying opportunities. So if you're in the group, stay tuned for those. But you guys, I don't just take a trade just because I want to take a trade. I take a trade because the opportunity is good. So understand that those signals are going to come at the absolute best time possible from a market cycle, from a technical perspective. So be watching for those, because when the opportunity is right, I will present a setup, and it's going to have to be the best opportunities, you guys. I'm not just going to share random trades all the time. With that being said, I still post quite significantly as the market conditions are provided inside of the markets. I really appreciate you guys tuning in today's video. Happy Monday, everybody. I look forward to making future updates throughout the week for you guys. If you didn't watch the podcast yesterday, Donovan and I did the 24th episode of the Moon Boy podcast. Really great content on there, so make sure that you check it out here on YouTube, or you guys can listen to it on Apple Podcasts, on Google Podcasts, on all the major podcasting platforms. So that's going to be really awesome for you guys to check out. Make sure that you do. If you're not a subscriber and you've been learning from these videos, make sure you subscribe, share it with your friends, so that we can all be profiting in these markets. It's a lot funner when it's not just you making money, when you and your friends are actually making money. And go ahead and hit that like button for me. I appreciate you guys, and as always, stay profitable out there.